Ngorogoro Conservation Area in northern Tanzania, Africa. For most visitors, the safari adventure starts at the Lodore entrance gate. Jambo Karibu means hello and welcome in Swahili. Welcome to one of the most spectacular places on Earth. The Ngorogoro crater, the world's largest intact caldera. The crater is over 600 meters deep and 20 kilometers across. At night and early morning, it can be very cold, but during the day it can hit 35 degrees Celsius, about 95 degrees Fahrenheit. So prepare yourself for both cold and hot weather. The major attraction in the crater is the wildlife. Over 100,000 animals live here. The largest group is the plains grazers, mainly zebras and wildebeest. Antelope are also abundant. This is ideal habitat for predators, with around 100 lions and 400 hyena. The crater has the largest concentration per square kilometre in East Africa. Thanks to the mixture of habitats, including plains, lake and forest, you can see an amazing diversity of wildlife. And you can get closer than you expect. The crater is also the best place in Tanzania to see the endangered black rhino. And it's a paradise for birdwatchers, with about 550 species recorded. Birds and animals share the crater with the Maasai, who have called the crater home for about 200 years. Visitors can still enjoy the age-old sight of Maasai men tending their cattle alongside herds of zebra and gazelle. Travelling through the NCA, you see the Maasai almost everywhere. And they still live in traditional ways. They are one of the most colourful tribes in Tanzania. The people are part of the natural beauty of Ngorogoro. Among the attractions of the NCA are magnificent secondary craters like Olmoti, including a small but spectacular waterfall, as well as Empakai, with its deep soda lake. The Crater Highlands area is remote, but well worth seeing, with great hiking. Walking is one of the best ways to explore the Crater Highlands. So when you don't want to be stuck in a vehicle all the time, it's simple to arrange a walking safari. Walking through the wilderness is a real adventure. Camping is allowed almost anywhere in the NCA, with the exception of the main crater. There are also luxury tented camps of the highest standards. If you prefer to take your lunch out into the bush, no problem. There are nice picnic sites. Just keep your eyes open, for you never know who might be around. Lions thrive on the plains around Ndutu in the western part of the NCA. They accompany the great herds of wildebeest that make up the annual migration. The spectacular volcano Uldonio Lengai. It's the youngest volcano in the crater highlands, formed 4 million years ago, the only one that is still active. Just below Uldonio is Lake Natron, one of the main breeding grounds for Africa's flamingos. Another beautiful lake is along the NCA's southern border, Lake Eyasi. It makes a rewarding detour. The Eyasi Basin is home to the Datoga tribe, who arrived in Ngorogoro centuries before the Maasai. Also in the area are the Hadza, hunter-gatherers and one of Tanzania's most fascinating people. They are believed to have lived here for nearly 10,000 years and still follow their simple ancient way of life. Man has always been part of this land. At Ultapai Gorge in 1959, archaeologists discovered a nearly 2 million year old skull that revealed new perspectives on human evolution. Ultapai is one of the most important prehistoric sites in the world. Nearby at Laetoli, 3.6 million year old footprints were found, the earliest sign of human ancestors in the NCA. A little way to the north is Shifting Sands, a large dune composed of magnetic ash from the volcano Uldonio Lengai. Its fine sand is blown westwards across the plains at about 17 metres per year on average. The impressive and unusual scenery of the Gol Mountains is worth a visit. Nearby Nasera Rock, a massive granite monolith, has provided shelter for humans and animals for thousands of years. And there is Ulkarian Gorge, a magnificent place where you can walk between sheer cliffs. It's also an important nesting site for vultures. At the end of the day, when it comes to accommodation, there are all levels to choose from. One is Gibbs Farm, a unique and legendary place. A colonial-style coffee farm at the foot of the Ngorogoro Mountains, with lovely gardens and beautiful cottages. In a fine location on the crater rim is the popular Serena Lodge. It's a comfortable and attractive place with high standards and facilities. Medical care is available at any hotel in the NCA. At the eastern edge of the crater is Sopa Lodge, the closest lodge to Olmoti and Empakai craters. A top hotel with excellent accommodation, food and service. Its location on the rim offers fine views from the main terrace. Indutu Lodge, a very popular place, also because of these little residents, Jennets. The lodge is one of the best locations on the Serengeti Plains between December and May during the wildebeest migration. The cottages are simple without compromising on comfort and style. The most interesting lodge in terms of design is the Crater Lodge. Its cottages are intended to resemble traditional Maasai huts. The Crater Lodge is also the most luxurious hotel, with sensational views and providing the highest level of comfort. It's one of those places that you will never forget. Nor will you ever forget one of the greatest wildlife shows on Earth.